The NFL is on EA Sports, and we're at Raymond James Stadium in Tampa, Florida. Just a short time ago, the Buccaneers emerging from their tunnel to the roar of this frenzied crowd here in the Sunshine State. And we're in the big ship, and fittingly, everyone here ready to do battle as Tampa Bay gets ready to match up with the Buffalo Bills. A short kick taken at the 18. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Get him! 45.
Now Jones. He's got a man, it's his fullback. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
Good, sure hands there from a guy not accustomed to catching a whole lot of passes. But how about the way he was able to pull that one in and pick up good yardage?
And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
I think that's how this defense is going to need to play these tight ends. They got to get right up on them and stay physical. And that paid off on that play, helping force that incompletion.
Allen looks to throw on 3rd and 1. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Levante David. That's kind of a double whammy. I mean, the interception on the opening drive, that's one thing. But to give him this field position, that's another.
Absolutely perfect start for this defense. They take the ball away on the opening possession. They know that their offense will get the ball to start the second half. They line them up in field goal position.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And the Bills are going to take possession of the football as they force the turnover on the opening drive. Certainly not the cleanest of starts to this football game. Back-to-back plays yield turnovers in this first quarter.
So there's not much flow right now. A very choppy game. And I know this. It's a copycat league. We say it all the time about the NFL. But I'm not quite sure this is what they had in mind about something they wanted to emulate.
No, you don't want to emulate a turnover. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there. Forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
45 is Mike. 45.
On 2nd and 10, Allen forced out to his left. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
And he's missed now in his first 4 passing attempts. The rhythm is just not there to begin this ball game.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10.
What you got, Heavy?
Throwing now is Allen, sliding out of the pocket. And he will not throw it away. He goes out of bounds, well shy of the line of scrimmage, so that's a sack. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4th.
45.
319!
Mike, 45.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense.
Check. 40.
They do go for it. Here's Allen.
Here we go, D.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. And not the first quarter that he was hoping for. Now 2 interceptions thrown.
Well, the good ones, they find a way to compartmentalize, right? Put these behind them, have that short memory, but understand why they threw the 2 interceptions.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Mike Evans, 28 yards. And the Bucs have taken a first quarter lead.
And that's exactly what you're supposed to do with good field position. You make the other side pay when you don't have far to go for the score.
And now Coach Bruce Arians has made the call. His guys will go for 2.
Set the tone, defense. Set the tone, defense. Let's go.
49. 49's a Mike. 49's a Mike. I got one.
Sugar.
49.
Ready to look to throw for it.
Watch his flat.
To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Tough there. Good pass. Hit the hands. He just couldn't bring it in.
And every receiver's coach everywhere. Seeing that play? Focus, focus, focus. Watch it all the way in and tuck it away.
So they went for two and failed. They didn't use him on the PAT, but now he boots this one away with a 6-0 lead. Fields this way up at the 17. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
So he'll be stopped here for no gain. And that'll make it 2nd and 10.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Flushed out right. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45.
I don't care who you put in.
Mama got that mole rat tag.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe need some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
Dancing to his left. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. And now the Bucs deciding to take a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
You can't block me. You can't block me. Check 45.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Allen flush to his right.
They're running it.
That's caught by his tight end, Dawson Knox. And they move this all the way. Down to the 9. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10.
Hey, check Mike 45. Check Mike.
Half. What we got? What we got? Check the backer. Check the backer.
Here's Allen. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal.
I'm coming.
Allen now looks to throw. And he's got his tight end Knox for a Bills touchdown. Dawson Knox there to make the grab. And the Bills are an extra point away from taking the lead.
He was able to move around and found some vision to throw the football. And how about how he ended it? Boy, he had some zip on that throw.
Yeah, it doesn't hurt to have an arm like that. Results in the touchdown here. Great play offensively. So Allen breaks the huddle, and his guys will go for 2 here.
Target.
Allen will try to throw for it. And the Bills are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. So they elect to pass there on the 2-point try. Sometimes could prove risky there. It worked out.
Yeah, and I love how you bring up that it can prove risky, because if you get it intercepted and they return it, that's 2 points for the defense, but not on that play.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Short kick. One of the up middle take it now. They're going to take this up close to the 40, so really good starting field position. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. Things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. Do they want to be methodical, or do they want to take the big strike and go after it right now?
Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
That's going to be a good matchup for him. Using him out of the backfield and telling those linebackers, hey, you're not only going to have to try and run with him, but you're going to have to try and tackle him in the open field.
29.
So the ball moves from one 38 to the other as they come up on 1st and 10.
58's the mic, 58. 58's the mic. Watch the pass.
Little play fake, Brady. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
And partner, to me, that one was all about timing. If he's there too early, it's going to be a pass interference call. If he's too late, it's a completed pass. He was Johnny on the spot on that one.
Alert 3.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Brady. On the right side, this is Miller. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
And a first hookup with his all-pro tight end, Rob Gronkowski. Brady not coming to the sideline. They're going to go for it here on 4th.
Hey, check it.
Brady to throw for it on 4th down.
Let's go, defense.
Going for Evans, but that pass is intercepted. Picked off at the 16. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right? He'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
Let's go.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
45's the mic.
First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Hey, check.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
45.
Now Allen.
Pick it up.
Rolling to his right.
Let's get off the field. Let's get
And
off
I
the
think the
field.
ball's out. And this is going to get out of bounds, so they will gain a bit of yardage on the play, actually, and they'll hold on to the football as well. Can almost see inside his face mask there the look of relief. He coughed it up, but it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Someone carrying around the lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go out and play the lottery after that one. A very fortunate man.
And they're operating in plus territory here. They're thinking points. Definitely don't want to lose the football at this juncture. Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
They failed once in this spot earlier, but the offense will stay out to go for it on fourth down. So the shotgun snap to Allen. He'll buy some time right. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Bills' drive stalls out on fourth down. And the Buccaneers' defense holds, and they get the football back. The Bucs' offense set to begin their next possession. And 2 interceptions already here in this first half. That's got to affect him a little bit, right? He's got to be thinking about it.
He's got to be thinking about it, but most of the good ones, they find a way to put it aside. They're not happy about it by any stretch of the imagination. They find a way to put it aside and continue to play their game.
Can he put it aside? Let's find out.
Right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there.
Looking to throw again on second down. Brady throwing the out route incomplete. That's Evans.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando.
58, boys, 58. 58 is Mike.
It's been a long day for you.
Throwing on first down is Brady. He'll take a shot for the end zone. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. They're going for a receiver there. Already has 1 touchdown in this first half. A second one not to be.
I like where their headspace is, though. I mean, I really like the thought process, right? You got a guy who's already scored one, right? You want to go back to him, continue the hot hand, and make them adjust to you defensively. I like what they were trying to get done, even though they weren't successful. Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
Now Brady again. Finding Miller once more, complete. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target. I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
From the 4, it's second and a couple. Now a push carry for Giovanni Bernard.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling.
They'll run here with Bernard. And he's in. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Giovanni Bernard in the final seconds of the first half. And the Bucs are going to retake the lead.
It's game, baby.
And now Coach Bruce Arians has made the call. His guys will go for 2.
Watch the screen.
Brady's going to look to throw. And that is caught for the 2 points. And I guess that makes up for the earlier missed 2-point try here to get him to 14.
Yeah, that aggressiveness, it reminds me a lot of when basketball first adopted the 3-point shot, and people were starting to realize that 3 for 2 was really starting to work for them. In this case now, maybe the 2 for 1 is coming into play in the NFL.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And you wonder if with Allen's arm, they might just take their chances by dialing up a long one. Eluding the pressure right. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he's upended at the 33, following a good pickup of 8. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout.
40, 19! 45 is Mike, 45. Rip left, rip left. 45 is the Mike, 45 is the Mike.
I'm coming. I'm coming.
45.
Final shot before half for Allen. Out to his left. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. The Bucs with a lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. From the 10. A dangerous return man showing it here. He's at the 40. The 20. And he'll bring it back all the way. Touchdown, Tampa Bay.
I'm going to score.
And talk about taking words and bringing them to life. At halftime, I will guarantee you in their locker room, they talked about pressing the kicking game because you can get an advantage if you do it right, and they just did.
Let's go.
And Brady going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And the Bills are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line.
Well, as most teams do in their two-point attempt, they pass the ball. Instead, it gets intercepted. And remember, if you pick it off, you got a chance to take it all the way back, get 2 points yourself, right?
Yeah, not the case there, but that's why you got to be really careful with those throws, especially on the outside. And he returns this to the 22. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. So now our referee looking at the sideline saying, are you sure? But yes, this defense has accepted the penalty. So that means they will not take possession on the fumble recovery. Well, not sure why in the world you do that, but that is apparently the decision. So they keep the ball, but work to do on second and long.
Hey, boys, we got 4 down.
Hey, check Mike 45. Check Mike 45.
Here's Allen to throw it. Being chased out left. And the catch made. This is Emmanuel Sanders. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. And this hasn't been the typical game, no doubt, for Emmanuel Sanders. They've really limited him.
He's one of those players that provides a real spark when he gets going. And when he does it, it's felt by the rest of the team, and they're feeling it in this one because right now they're trailing.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Levante David. And they will finally...